All right, friends, here we go. We're going to work into a more active practice, and let's come back to tabletop. Hands directly underneath shoulder heads, knees underneath hip points, and gently sway those hips from one side to the other. All right, let's take a beautiful breath. Keep breathing, right? That's the key to moving in our yoga practice. We want to always remain safe, but the poses don't matter as much as the breath does. All right? Okay, let's bring that right foot, fluke it out, right hand underneath that right shoulder head, left foot to the base of the mat, left arm reaches open. Take a beautiful breath, frame the ear, lift that left leg, right? And pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great job. Left foot anchors, left hand reaches up, grabs an imaginary rope, right hand sweeps across the sky. Let's breathe in. Good. Right arm sweeps back across, anchors into the floor, left hand follows, and sweep those hips. Let's do the other side. All right, let's fluke that left foot. Right foot to the base of the mat, left hand underneath our shoulder head, right arm reaches open. Let's frame our right ear, lift that right foot, beautiful breath. And pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right foot anchors, right hand reaches up, grabs an imaginary rope, right hand anchor draws to the right leg, left hand reaches over, left hand pushes forward. Good, left hand sweeps back across the sky, right arm pinwheels over. Good job, back to those hips. All right, now we're gonna tuck those toes and lift our hips into downward facing dog. All right, now feel free to keep those knees bent, hips lifted, right? Open your hands really wide, grip through those fingertips and shake out that head, yes. Shake out your head, no. Take a beautiful breath here. Release that tension in the neck and lift the hips, lengthening those legs. Now you can always keep your knees as generously bent as you need them to be. We're just starting out. Melt your heels towards the floor. Good, beautiful breath. And shift that weight forward into plank. Reach to the crown. Beautiful inhale. Let's lower down chaturanga. Right? Loop those shoulders back and down. Lift mini cobra. Right? Walk those hands away. Let those little erector muscles that frame the spine activate and lift the heart. Press down through the face of your feet, lifting the knees. Good, and send your hips back, child's pose. Hands slide underneath shoulder heads, press it back up. Let's do that again. All right, here we go. Tuck those toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Shake out that head. Drive your hips back. Use those fingertips to drive the hips. Good. Shift forward, plank. Reach through the crown. Let's lower down chaturanga. Slide into mini cobra. Loop those shoulders back and down, right? Press through the face of the feet, lift the heart. Let's lower down and lift. Lower down and lift. One more. Good. And send it back, child's pose. Well done. Hands underneath shoulder heads. Press it back up. Sway those hips. All right, here we're going to add on. Let's tuck those toes, lift those hips, downward facing dog. Shake out that head. We're going to walk, meander, or float those feet to your hands, right? So I'm going to meander my feet, crisscrossing. Blocks through here to lift the floor to you if you'd like, right? Pausing in that forward fold. Great job. Inhale, lift halfway up, reach to the crown, press through the heels, and lift all the way up. And just loop those shoulders. All right? Inhale, both arms sweep. Exhale, swan dive down. Shake out that head. Walk your feet back. Beautiful breath here. Good. Shift that weight forward, plank. Lower down chaturanga. Slide into mini cobra or sphinx, right? We're just warming up a little bit more, working, activating those erector muscles, and send it back, child's pose. Hands slide underneath the shoulder pads, press it up. Tuck our toes, lift our hips. Shake it out. Good, downward facing dog. Press your body away from the floor. Lift that gaze, walk, meander, float those feet. Shake out that head. Inhale, rise halfway up. Pause for a moment. Shift your weight back into your heels, wiggle out those toes. Good, press to the heels, lift all the way up. This time, hook our thumbs, wiggle out all 8 digits, hinge to the right. Bring it back to center, hinge to the left. Right? It's about being mindful in each posture. Cactus elbows, lift that heart. Good, arms will reach up, swan dive down. Shake out that head. Right? Float, walk, meander those feet. Downward facing dog. Shake out that head. Shift that weight forward, plank. Lower down. Slide those elbows under for sphinx. Come up into mini cobra. Beautiful breath. Right? Now if you like, you can extend those arms, thumbs pointing up. Breathe. Anchor through the face of your feet. Good. Send it back, child's pose. Let's walk the hands left. Right hand stacks on top of the left hand. Walk your hands off to the other side. Left hand stacks on right. Bring it back to center. Hands slide up underneath the shoulder pads. Press it up. Let's do that again. Walk your hands forward. Tuck those toes. Lift those hips. Downward facing dog. Shake out that head. Right? We're going to walk, float, meander those feet back up to the hands. Right? Feel free to generously bend the knees here. Right? Lowering your hips towards the floor. Or use those blocks to lift the floor to you. Right? Shake out that head. Inhale, rise halfway up. Wiggle out those toes. Good, press through those heels, lift all the way up. Let's hook our thumbs, hinge to the right. Come back to center, hinge left. And back to center, cactus arms. Elbows draw down, squeeze the shoulder blades in, lift that heart. Good, bring those arms all the way back up, swan dive down. Shake out that head. Float, meander, walk those feet back, downward facing dog. Great job, beautiful breath. Shift that weight forward, plank. Nice and strong. Let's lower down chaturanga. Slide up, mini cobra, right? Or if you're ready, cobra. Good, send it back, child's pose. Bowing forward, beautiful breath. Slide our hands underneath shoulder pads, gently press it on up. Let's walk those hands forward, tuck those toes, lift our hips. All right, friends, let's gently walk our hands back towards our feet. Shake out that head, yes. Shake out that head, no. Inhale, rise halfway up. Shift that weight back into your heels. Wiggle out your toes. Press through the heels, lift all the way up. Exhale, draw the hands down through heart center. And just pause for a moment. Just centering your heart. Softening your mind. Breathing in, right? Maybe repeat that breath prayer. Breathing in, I am. Exhaling out here. One more time. Breathing in, I am. Exhaling out here. Arms down by your sides, just shrug those shoulders. All right, we're gonna get ready for some balanced postures. Let's shift our weight into our left foot. Find that drishti in front of you. It's gonna hold you steady. Let's sweep that right foot, right? Feel that wobble in that left foot. Lift that right knee and just roll out that ankle. All right, beautiful breath. Let's extend that right leg. Good. Gently twist. Right, draw that right shoulder back. Maybe extend that right arm. Good, let's release. Right, bend that right knee again. Step it forward and coming into lunge. Beautiful breath. Inhale, breathe. Let's open up warrior two. Good, open up that right knee a little. Inhale, breathe. Good, hands to that hips, lengthen that right leg. Point your right toe over to that left wall. Hinge from the hips, bowing down. Hands come to the floor, the blocks, or you can always use that bolster or pillow to press down into, to lift that heart so you can come into a flat tabletop. All right, we're gonna take a beautiful breath here. We're gonna wiggle out those hips. All right, just take a beautiful inhale. Kick the hips to the right. And kick the hips to the left. One more time, kick the hips to the right. And kick the hips to the left. Good, bring it back to center. Bow forward, shake out that head. Good, walk your hands to the top edge of your mat, point that right toe forward. Right, take a beautiful inhale, pull that right hip crease back. Draw your left hip crease forward. Inhale, breathing. Good, pivot your left toe forward. Melt that left knee. Come into a low lunge. One hand at a time on the knees. Blocks here, arms reach overhead. Beautiful breath. Walk that gaze up the ceiling. Good, and walk your hands forward. Hands on those blocks or the floor. Shift your hips back, flex your right foot. Bow forward. Great job. Release that right knee, step that right foot back, hips sway. All right, friends, let's do that other side. All right, let's tuck those toes, lift those hips, downward facing dog. Shake out that head. Walk your hands back towards your feet. Right? Inhale, rise halfway up, weight back into your heels, wiggle out your toes. It's okay to keep those knees bent. Beautiful breath. Exhale, press to the heels, lift all the way up. Hook the thumbs, hinge to the right. And bring it all the way up to the other side. Right, breathe in, welcome that day, friends. Bring those elbows back. Right, reach those arms tall. Shift our weight into that right foot. Maybe grab those imaginary ropes tethered to the sky. Maybe draw your hands into heart center or at the hips. It's all good. Let's lift that left knee, round the ankle. Good. Wiggle out your toes. Your eyes are fixed on that drishti. Extend that left leg. Right, now we're going to twist left. Right hand to that right knee, or excuse me, right hand to that left knee. Left arm maybe extends back. That wobble is great for us, friends. Good, let's release the twist. Rebend that right knee. Right, extend that left foot and step it forward into a crescent lunge. Maybe tick-tock that right heel back, arms reach overhead, gaze walks up the front wall. Beautiful breath. Let's pivot that right heel down, open warrior two. Maybe lower it go. Settle your heart, settle your mind, settle your body. Right, lengthen that left leg, hands to hips, point that left toe over to the right wall. We're gonna bow forward, reach through that crown, hands to the floor or the blocks. Wiggle out those hips. Right, hands underneath that shoulder hat. Feel free to lift that floor to your hands, right? Left hand directly underneath your chin. Right hand peels open. Kick your hips to the right as well. Beautiful breath. Great job. Right hand melts. Replacing that left hand peels open. Kick your hips to the left. Hopefully you feel that stretched on the inner thigh. And one more breath. Good, let that left hand melt. Bow forward, shake out that head, release the tension in your neck. Right, beautiful breath here. Maybe come up into crow, side crow, headstand, right? We don't really have time for that today in my reporting. That doesn't mean you don't have time in your own practice. Beautiful breath. Right, big sigh out. Well done. Right, press into those hands. Walk your hands forward. Pivot your left toe forward. Hands frame that front left foot. Draw your left hip back. Right hip shifts forward. You should feel a nice stretch on the outside of that left hip all the way down. Right, we're pressing down through that great left toe. All right, we're going to pivot that right toe forward. Slowly bend that left knee, melt your right knee down, one hand at a time. Rest on that left knee where you've got those blocks, sitting up tall, arms reach overhead. Let the hips sink. Point that tail down. Walk the gaze. Well done, friends. All right, hands to the knee, the floor, the block, shift your hips back. Flex that left heel and bow. Gently draw back that left hip crease. And one more breath. Good, let's release that left leg, send it back. Right? Gentle sway of those hips. All right, friends. That's it for our active practice. Feel free to move through that flow again, and we'll see you on the next take of this class. I believe it's floor mat or floor yoga 2, and we'll be doing the cool down.